2, 1. Oh, what the heck? Can I go live here? Uh-oh. Let's go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Okay. We're live, I hope. It says you're live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Grounded, my live stream Q&A podcast. YouTube is telling me it's having errors, but I hope it's okay. Please let me know in the chat how it is. So I'm streaming live via Starlink. This is the first time doing that. I have my connection up over there to the right, and I see a couple little drops, so I'm hoping it's not lagging or something. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how to start this one off. So normally I start off with some Tesla news and stuff, but to be totally honest, like, I don't feel like there's a whole lot in the news. There's a lot of FUD, it seems like, against Tesla, and especially full self-driving. And it's, I don't know, it's like ramping up. It's like these guys are getting desperate or something. I don't know. It's very strange. There's usually some negative things about Tesla around, which is fine. But it seems like there's a lot lately, like a lot. And Tesla's just killing it. I mean, it's not this thing where, you know, Tesla used to be like, oh, can they deliver cars? Are they going to make enough? Are they going to go bankrupt? It's just like Tesla can't meet demand. They can't make enough cars to sell because there's so much demand. They're making money hand over fist. The company now is profitable from day one. So, people are saying lag. That's not good. Well, let's just keep going and we'll see. I'm going to type at you. I will, I don't know, just keep me updated in the chat how it's looking. So yeah, Tesla's great. The only things I kind of had up were, we're seeing Tesla Model Ys out of Gigafactory Berlin. It seems, I don't think this is like completely confirmed, but people are seeing new Model Ys on trucks in that area leaving the area of the factory. So they're probably from there. They look to be performance cars. You're going to hear stuff in the background. We have a lot of rain and stuff right now, so my sump pump is going. And so that's really exciting, but nobody is, as far as I know, has actually taken delivery of one from there. But yeah, Texas should be ramping up deliveries any day now. And then what was the other thing I had? Tesla China. I don't remember the news or the exact numbers, but run rate of Tesla China is from I think from January. If you extrapolate that out for the rest of the year, like not increasing production, just what they made in January, they're somewhere around 750,000 vehicles just out of China. That is insane. Hello, everybody. Hello, Nick. Hello, Ben. Hello, Brian. Hello, Lavaris. I will be talking to you guys in a second. So, yeah, I see the delay is far behind. I mean, I put it on no lag. That's good. I did put it on low latency, so, you know, that's all right. I don't really mind the delay too much. Not bad for Starlink stream. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All the stats, I have my stats up. I can show you those really quick for Starlink. I'm watching those. I keep those up and I kind of watch them when I'm doing stuff like gaming or something. So you can see there's my Starlink stats. Yeah, you can see, so the top bar is my uptime, and those dips you see are when it kind of has a disconnect. And today has been more dips. You know, I'm finishing up my Starlink 3-month review, and the connection the past week or a little more than that has been amazing. I was getting just a few seconds of drops a day. Like literally I was getting like maybe 20 seconds a day of disconnects, which you don't notice that. And so that's been really good. And then now today, as I'm like finishing up that edit, I'm having all these connection issues, but I did talk about that in the video. So that's, you can see, I kind of started the stream right as those two big dips there around the 21 mark happened. So it's just pretty funny, but, yeah, so that's Starlink. So yeah, Starlink's been great. Tesla's killing it. If there's anything you guys want to talk about Tesla news related, you know, have at it. Let me know. We'll talk about it. And just want to hang out and talk about the channel. I always love talking to you guys. There's a lot people want to talk about and I want to talk about, but you know, YouTube, you got to kind of get to the point or people leave. What is this? Click. Oh, I got notifications. Dropped frames. Whatever. I think we'll deal. So, thoughts on the CNBC hit piece? I didn't really watch it, to be honest. I didn't really watch it. We're not going to learn anything from it. I mean, especially people like us. Especially people like us about full self-driving and beta and how it works and stuff. You're just going to see this Taylor guy overreacting. Oh my gosh, did you see it almost hit something? Like, it's going to kill people. And we all know that's a bunch of BS. It just sucks for people that don't know anything about it, and that's really their first exposure to it. I don't really need these. They're going to think that, this thing is dangerous and crazy and everything, but it's just not, and we know it's not. So, I don't know. There's nothing really to learn from it, in my opinion. Yeah. So, is your background real or a green screen? I built this wall myself. It's knock on wood. It's just fake. It's a fake, like a fake sheet I put up because my basement is just so yucky and everything. Thank you, Brian Kloss. Just a thanks for keeping the reality real. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the goal with this channel, is not to dramatize things. I will, make attractive titles and thumbnails to get people clicking because I make YouTube videos so people watch them. But I won't be lying. I won't be, over exaggerating things. I'll be presenting the truth. And if it's a dramatic truth, it's dramatic. If it's, not, then it's not. So let's see your Model X delivery and how you jinxed it. So if you don't know, had some cool, sweet stuff happen with GameStop over a year ago at this point. And the February run up for GameStop is what made the Model X come. I made a stupid tweet and said, if GameStop goes to, 100, I'll get a Model S. GameStop went to like 150 or something. So we ordered a Model X. I went to order the Model S and my wife was like, oh, what about me? You already have a Tesla. And I was like, all right, we can swing it. And so we ordered the Model X long range refresh in February of 2021. As of today, our delivery was delayed to July 2022. So almost a year and a half later is the estimated delivery date. Now we talked about that. I recently drove at night on 2-lane highway. This is from George V. and was in TAC. So we didn't have auto steer, just the traffic aware cruise control part. You use that often. The car did phantom slowing down with almost every pickup truck or semi-truck. Yeah, the 2-lane, I don't know if you have beta or not, but TAC works as if you don't have beta. The 2-lane driving has a lot of phantom braking on the Vision, which is really unfortunate. I had one today on my way home where I was driving and then going around a bend and somebody's coming the opposite way. So I'm basically like, if we didn't follow the road, I would have just crashed right into them because, the road was bending. Obviously, he's following the correct path and so am I. But the car did forward collision warning, kind of beeped at me. And it didn't really brake, which is kind of weird. But, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Beta doesn't seem to have that problem as much, although it does happen sometimes while beta is active. You'll get these slowdowns on 2-lane roads, especially when you're going above, I don't know, like 50-ish. I do that pretty much every day. I go 60 on a 2-lane road. And I don't know, some days seem better than others. I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but, yeah. Being raised in an area with practically no internet coverage, the drops are worth the ability for internet for all. Yeah, so Starlink, let me talk about my experience for a second. People are interested. It has been a game changer. I mean, it really has. So I do get little drops here and there that last, a few seconds. They like literally, I think the longest is about 10 seconds on a normal basis. But normally they're like 3 or 4 seconds. In anything you don't notice. So like streaming videos, emailing, obviously, checking websites. I'll like click a link, and I go over this in my video that'll be up in, I don't know, a few days, end of the week or next week. I have my sump pumps going, so you hear that. If you click a link and you get that drop, you'll notice it kind of take a second to load. But beyond that, it's really good. Now in gaming, especially like a first-person shooter like Apex Legends or something, you will notice it for sure. But I don't get disconnected. I don't get kicked from the game. Just you get a little rubber banding here and there. So it's been good. I'm going to put it... Oh, those are a couple big drops right there. I'm going to put it on a higher pole and kind of hope that'll help a little bit. But as they add more satellites, it should get better. But it's better. I mean, it's way better than what I had. That's a fact. So, okay. What up, Dirty? Been a bit. Yes. CNBS. That dude is just Tesla Q and has money in LiDAR. Yes, he does. So being raised there. When is full self-driving coming to Canada? Elon said 2 to 4 weeks, 4 weeks ago. So any day, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they want to get it there, as soon as they can. But if he said regulations, I don't know. I don't know how much it's really regulations because, like, yeah, I don't know how true that is. I'm sure that has something to do with it. But like in the U.S., did Tesla say like, hey, we're going to start giving beta to people to NHTSA or something? It doesn't seem like that. So I don't know. Any theories on why 10.10 hasn't been rolled out to the vast majority? Are still on 10.8. I don't know what's going on with the rollouts of beta lately. This happened with 10.9 as well, and it happened with 10.5-ish or something, where everyone got to 10.5 or whatever the version before 10.8 was, and then we went 10.6, 10.7, whatever, and then okay, now 10.8.1, everybody catches up, or 10.8, and then we all also went to 10.8.1. Tesla does this staggered rollout, which most of you probably know, but they first send to internal employees of Tesla who get the beta, and that's where I'll usually tweet the release notes. I get that from somebody, and then it comes to the original testers. So not, I see a lot of people like, oh, YouTubers are getting it. And like, you guys got to understand, like I do make, full self-driving videos. That's what I'm most known for right now. My channel is not that big. I do not have enough like influence to be like having Tesla caring what I'm doing really, for the most part, I guess. But basically the original testers who had it before safety score, it seems like they get it, or most of them get that, and then it'll roll out to everyone else. Well, Tesla seems to be pausing on some of these rollouts for who knows why, because I haven't had any problems. 10.9 was awesome. I thought it was great. I have no idea why they wouldn't have rolled that out, because it seemed to behave really well. Especially with the creeping on 10.9 is just so much better than 10.8 in that it won't creep into the road and keep creeping while it's already in the road. It'll go. I had no problems. 10.10 now, I haven't had any problems. It's been fine for me, but others you've seen, I think Holmar's blog has complained and Brandon has complained that they're like their computer's crashing or they can't even turn beta on. So like maybe there's a problem there. I know 10.10.1 has gone to the employees now. I haven't seen any release notes for it. But yeah, so that's at employees, and then that'll come to, Tesla could just flip the switch and send that to everyone. Or they could send it to the original testers and then, continue rolling out from there. So we'll see if that happens or not. So thank you, Brian Overman. Sweet. Nice controller. I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to play I've been playing some Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know how to say it. That's how I say it. Arceus. It's the first time I've actually had fun with a video game in a long time. I shouldn't say that. I play some games with my friend in the UK, and we have a ton of fun. But like playing a game by myself, I just I don't know, as I've gotten older or whatever, I just am bored of it. I just can't do it. But this new Pokemon game I'm actually really enjoying. So it's been cool to like be excited about a game again. Okay, I'm spending too long. I always do that. Welcome everybody. Hello, if I haven't said hello to you. Eternal SC2. Does full self-driving beta ever have phantom braking when big trucks are driving? Yeah, I talked about that. Yes, it will. It happens less than with just straight tack, but it does happen. Tai, what's the... welcome back, Tai. I know you're always at the live streams. What's the button on your dash program to? That's right now... It's programmed to my heated steering wheel because I often like to turn that on and off, depending on, how I'm feeling at that time. And you got to kind of dig in the menus for that. I don't like that. So I like that. There is a new feature coming to the Sexy Buttons app to enable autopilot or full self-driving or whatever with a one press of a button, and it might have an Easter egg, which I don't really want to talk about, but Tesla might not like the Easter egg. But I'm excited. I at least want the one button press to turn on autopilot. That'll be sweet. Brian, how do you think they will roll out the 4680 Model Y structural battery pack versions? Will the Austin Model Y sell at higher cost and be a different version? That is the $1 million question, because who, us nerds here sitting in a YouTube live stream talking about Tesla, we know all about 4680. We probably want that one. I've heard some people say like, I want the proven, we know the 2170s are awesome. So, I would rather have that, but for the most part, most people want 4680. So like, if I had a Model Y on order right now, I would not be accepting a 2170. I would want the 4680. So yeah, the gallon of water. I would want the 4680. I think a lot of people, we're getting to the point now where people order Teslas and they're not like a Tesla nerd. They just like, oh, this looks like a sweet car, and they buy it like other brands. Like just because someone drives like a BMW doesn't mean they're like a huge BMW nerd or whatever. They just bought a car that they liked and thought was a good price for the features. So I think you'll get those people who are still who are still, accepting delivery. What are they going to do? The most plausible theory that I've talked to people about and thought of and heard of is the performance will come out of Austin. The performance will have the 4680s. Of course, that costs more money. If you get a long range, you're getting it from Fremont, blah, blah, blah. Then there was a rumor I retweeted because I was convinced enough that it was possible, even though it sounded ridiculous and made no sense. I liked the source. That's why I retweeted it. That standard range are going to come out of there, which if you think about it, maybe Tesla has a low number of 4680s that they're producing right now. So they could put less batteries in every Model Y coming out of there and have a higher volume, right? If you can put less batteries, you can make more cars. I mean, it's as simple as that, as long as you have the trim pieces and all the other stuff. So that, it's plausible in that sense, but, and people who want a long range or performance aren't going to be like, oh, well, most people wouldn't downgrade to a standard range to, just for the different battery tech. You wouldn't want less range. So I don't know. I assume it'll be performance. That would be my thought, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. This looks like it's clipping a little bit. I adjusted the audio. Tell me if it's okay. So if you're not going to lie, I'm going to go to Fox News for my misinformation. Yeah, for sure. They cut it up. So talking about the CNBC video again, they cut it up. They were making a left turn, then cut it to running a red light as if it was all an incident. Like, it's just pathetic, man. Like, we know beta is goofy and makes mistakes. You can, I don't know. That's their job. It's to get clicks and get people upset. I'm on Starlink also. 1 year this month. Awesome, Frosty. I bet it's gotten so much better in that time. I've already noticed it getting better. I used to have a lot more, kind of like I'm experiencing tonight. I used to have like 3 to 6 minutes of disconnects a day. And then the past couple weeks or month or so, I can't remember exactly, it's been more like 20 seconds a day or 30 seconds a day. But now, like today, it says for the last 12 hours, I have a total of about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I haven't seen that high ever. So I don't know if they're having a problem right now, but whatever. Antoine, sup, Dirty? Been a while. I know. I really like live streaming. It's just, I have this, I don't know if it's true or not. I have this superstition or this feeling that if I post a video and then live stream that night, it ruins the performance of that video. So if I post a video, then I don't want to live stream that night. I don't know if that's true, but it does seem to happen. But I should probably just not. Who cares? CNBS. I love calling them CNBS. Glenn Little. I see pictures of hundreds of cars being loaded onto ships. Any idea if they could use FSD to have all those cars drive themselves? It would save a lot of time and effort. Yeah, for sure. I mean, theoretically, if you get a level 5, you gotta have a level 5. Because even a level 4 car may ask for assistance in certain situations. I guess it could pull over, and that would be ridiculous. Theoretically, level 5 car. I'm not saying Tesla's vehicles are capable of that, but if you had that, you could just tell it, oh, drive to this destination. Now, would somebody taking delivery of a brand new car, I'm in Michigan, would I be okay with my car driving all the way, driving itself? It's just so weird to even think about. Driving itself all the way from California to my driveway? I don't know. Then you add a few thousand miles on your brand new car. Yeah, probably not. But yeah. Jeff. Oh man, I'm already so behind. Why do I do this? Jeff Cramp. It seems as though the rates of beta updates have slowed down. Thoughts? Do you think it's because the single stack is getting close? Yeah, I did kind of talk about this. It's hard to say. Nobody knows. I haven't heard anything official as to why they're doing the rollouts the way they have. It does seem Elon is tweeting less about beta. He's still, I posted a tweet, a little video clip of, what did it do? I don't know, some kind of left turn or something. And he liked it. So he's still, he's liking other people's beta clips. So he's still kind of into it in that he's liking the positive sharing that people are doing. But yeah, he doesn't seem to tweet about it as much now. So yeah. In a related question, Glenn Little, any idea of what extra feature the factory mode adds to the system? Factory mode. Oh, that's, if I'm remembering correctly, that's something they just use for service. I don't think anybody, that's not for me and you. It's not for consumers. Russell Copeland. Now that was timing on a few second signal drop. Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys are seeing some drops. So I do have, let me see, I can show you this little map here. Check out this map. We're talking Starlink again. So I'm using Starlink for this live stream. I put that in the title, so that's cool. I want to change the title, but to full self-driving beta FUD. Let's turn this window on. So here's what my dishy sees. So the blue is clear view, as you can see at the top there. I don't know if I think you can see my mouse. And the red is obstruction. So you can see here, I have these tiny little obstructions. These are just some trees that are in that area. I bought a new mount. It's actually sitting right next to me, but it's just a metal pole that I'm going to put up probably in the spring when there's not ice on my roof. My roof's really steep. And it's going to raise Dishy up, man, I mean, probably like 3 or 4 feet from where it is now. And I think it will help with this because, you know, there's barely anything there. But that's why, I think that's why we're getting them. But you know what? At the same time, like I said, I have days where I only have a few seconds of interruptions, whereas right now I'm getting interruptions, you know, a few times an hour. So I don't know. I don't know I really don't know what's going on. Dropouts are called Starblinks. That's funny. Lagging, as he says, you don't notice. I don't notice. Maybe you do. When will Tesla start using full self-driving to load ships? Yeah, that's coming. Oh, switch satellites. Yeah. Oh no. Buffering. I'm sorry to hear that. What is this? Oh, I'm getting a reminder to live stream at 9 p.m. It's 9:21. What the heck is that? That's really weird. Lag on my watch. I hope you guys aren't missing too much of what I'm saying. Is it like pausing and then continuing? YouTube says excellent connection, so I don't know. Well, maybe we'll cut it short. I don't know. You let me know what you think. My Starlink has been better than cable for gaming. No lost packets. Wow, that's crazy. When I have a good connection, I mean, it's perfect. It's just, ooh, that was a big drop. I don't know what's happening. It might be raining right now, which can give you some more drops, but I don't know. That's unfortunate that it's happening during this live stream. Because like if I would have live streamed yesterday, I had no drops. I came down in the basement around 8 p.m. and I was down here working until like midnight or 12:30. I don't think I had a single drop that whole time. So it's like, of course, tonight when I'm live streaming, it's going to do that. When will they fix XM? I don't use that, so I didn't even know it was broken. But hopefully soon. Michael Fry, sorry for jinxing the NHTSA boombox recall. Mobile service retrofitted. My 2021 Model Y with PWS 2 weeks ago. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That is so lame. You know, the rolling stop recall, I think it's dumb, but I get it. Okay, I get it. The pedestrian warning speaker recall makes absolutely no sense because the point of the pedestrian warning speaker is to warn pedestrians you're around. You know, like their sound coming out. It still has the pedestrian sound, but then there's something on top of it. I don't know, like especially the ice cream truck sound, like that's on ice cream trucks. Yeah, very strange. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get that one. It just seems like Tesla's kind of getting beat up right now. Eternal SC2. Do you think full self-driving beta coming to Canada will go through an early access program here or directly from a request button? I'm sure it's already like I would assume employees have it over there. I don't know for sure, but I would assume they do. And then you'll get the request button, and that. So yeah, I would think so. Join me in the 100K club. What is that? 100K subscribers? Oh, this year. I think we could do it. The math on subscribers per month is, you know, I could have 100,000 this year, but it's not a guarantee. I just want that plaque. I don't care that much. I just want that plaque. Sorry that it's loading. Can you speak to older Model S's with Hardware 3 owners and full self-driving beta? Brian, yeah, if you have Hardware 3, you should be capable of beta. I mean, for sure. Now, the caveat comes in with the cameras, but I have heard, I can't remember now. People have gotten their cameras replaced. That I know is a guarantee. I'm pretty sure I talked to someone that got beta after their cameras were replaced. But I don't want to say that for sure. I think so. The problem I think comes in with MCU1. I don't know if there's any MCU1 vehicles that have beta. I think it's only MCU2 that have had upgrades, either to just Hardware 3 or Hardware 3 and cameras that have gotten beta. And I think people are skeptical that MCU1 is going to support it, but Tesla doesn't. You have to pay for MCU1. But if it turns out you need MCU2 for beta, does Tesla have to replace that? I don't know. It's sketchy. It's really sketchy, like how that's going to work out. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Stephen Ellingham, have you done a test with aero covers on off on your rims. And what rims are those again? Okay, so I'm currently running the EV01 Plus. I have a video about my tires and wheels for my Model Y. I have not taken the covers off. I did one. No, I haven't done one. I haven't done it with covers on and off, especially from, hello, engineering perspective from the west side of Michigan. Yeah, I haven't done tests like that. From the tests I've seen, other people have done it. They don't notice much of a difference. I think you'd have to go I think I'd have to drive 100 miles. And then you just get into, there's so many variables. Like even if I do the exact same route, 100 miles would take, a couple hours. And then the weather's going to be different on the second drive. The traffic's going to be different on the second drive. Everything. I mean, I might eat a burger and, be heavier. It's just, I don't think I'm equipped to test something like that. Tesla said it's 4 to 5%. People have tested it and not seen anything. I personally, if I'm going on a road trip, I would have them on for sure. I'm kind of obsessed with efficiency, even though I have solar and my charging is basically free. I just want to be efficient. I just think it's fun to go as far as I can on a charge. But I don't know. I wouldn't. Maybe try streaming the new Pokemon on Twitch. I've thought about it, Tai. If people want to watch that, I can. My Twitch is Daegu Master, I think. Nick can link it, or Ben, if you want to link it. If people want to subscribe on Twitch, I don't really stream that much, but I can. Yeah, that game's fun. Brian Overman, love your takes on this stuff. Thanks. You're welcome. I don't know what I was responding to when you said that, but thank you. It's just fun to hang out. I love. You know what is one of my most fun things about YouTube? Hearing from all of you. Because I'm one guy, I know some stuff and I don't know other stuff, and I'm dumb about things and I'm smart about things. But having the collective of the chat is so powerful and so fun, because having 100 people or 150 people, there's so much knowledge there. If I don't know something, someone here probably does. It's very cool. Ooh, we're at 96 likes. Thank you, everybody. I don't know if that matters. Hello from West Side. Yeah, heated yoke. Yes. 9:15. Wow, I'm 15 minutes behind. That's all right. I'm on 10.8.1. I saw the download symbol. When I arrived, it was gone. You might have had a maps update, but I'm not sure. See you, Nick. Oh, Nick left. Oh, those buttons are cool. I like the buttons. Is a Tesla urban robotaxi business realistic in the... Oh, Matthew Herges. Oh, thank you. Wow, thank you, Matthew. That's awesome. I don't know if you're here or not, but I appreciate that. Is Tesla urban robotaxi business realistic in the next few years? If not, when? Charlie Doyle. I have a hard time seeing it. I really do. I have a hard time seeing it. I think it's possible, but I'm not banking on it. I wouldn't... think of it this way. If you think it's going to happen in 2 years, you would order as many Teslas as full self-driving as many Teslas with full self-driving as you could afford. Because even with loans, right? Because they'll pay for themselves. Why wouldn't you? If you think it's a year or two away, you'd be stupid to not be buying all the Teslas you can, so that when Robotaxi update comes in 2 years, they can pay for themselves. I'm not banking on it. That's for sure. What's the current deal with 4680? Are they making range changes, price changes? Nobody knows, Ben. Nobody knows. To Tesla, 4680 is cheaper to make. They can charge faster. Energy density is up. The structural battery pack reduces weight. How that will translate to customers is anyone's guess. Tesla could, if energy density is higher, Tesla could offer the same range in a lighter, cheaper to produce vehicle and keep the price of the vehicle the same and have increased margins. Their margins are already really high per vehicle, but they could increase them even more. Tesla could do all that and lower the price a bit, pass savings on to the customer, but they can't even make enough cars, so they're not going to lower prices. I mean, it's not happening anytime soon. Maybe once all the supply chain stuff is fixed, they'll start to lower prices again, which they have done in the past. Or Tesla could be like, boom, here's a 450-mile Model Y. Same weight. Same weight as the old Model Y. It's just, they could do so many things with this. It's hard to say. How are Steph and the baby? Tai, remember that time Beta... Well, because they suck. That's why. Remember that time Beta tried to do the right thing, but then you did the wrong thing? Yeah, that actually happens all the time. Audio's okay, thank you. I have FSD Beta, but haven't been driving much lately. CNBC needs to watch Chris's videos. They don't care about the truth. They care about making money and getting clicks, Whatever. I mean, that's their business. Their business isn't... It's kind of messed up, right? Their business isn't truth. It's making money and getting clicks. I don't know. And it's hard because you can argue the same thing for me. You know, I don't make YouTube videos. Well, I make them for fun. I think it's very fun, and I enjoy interacting with people and sharing stuff. I don't make them to hear myself talk, and I do make money off of them. So, you know, I want people to click. I want people to watch, but I don't think that should come from, like, I can't throw my dignity away to, I don't know, to get more clicks. Drobert 55.1 is FSD following distance setting overridden when in a city environment? I'm set for 7 car lengths, but full self-driving follows much closer in town. I'm on 10.10. I don't think the distance setting does anything on beta. I'm not sure, but I think beta does its own thing. I think you would have to change your setting to chill from normal or aggressive. Not aggressive. It's not aggressive. You know what I'm saying. I'm sure you've already corrected me by now. But yeah, if you put it on chill, you should have a bigger following distance. So try that. Dusty Green. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Love from India. Nice. Sanan, thank you. Glenn Little, loading onto transport ships would be more like summons in a closed environment. Yeah, that's for sure. They could use summon. Stephen Ellingham, auto high beam feels more like Morse code. Yeah. GPI Cardiaz. Is full self driving worth it at 12K? I have a whole video about that you should watch. But the summary is, I don't think so. But I was wrong before. I said it wasn't worth it at 8K or 7K. And I think I was wrong. I think you should have bought it. But that's cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Fail link. No. Chadwick Wood, it's not fail link. That's such a cool graphic. I don't know what graphic you're talking about. Does it surprise you that they haven't enabled FSD for the boring tunnel in Las Vegas? Feeling like a more controlled environment than city streets. No, it hasn't surprised me. Okay, to be fair, Tyler DeGrand asked this. To be fair, I bet that they could make like a special branch of the software to, whoa, that was a big drop. Oh boy. I hope this is okay. We're not missing much, just random hiccups. Okay. To be fair, I bet that Tesla has the ability to make a special software for those tunnels, but their approach is to make a generalized software that will just work. And I think they're really sticking to that. I don't think they're going to do specialized stuff. And that's why you're not seeing, you know, it's like all level 2 and then it's going to be level 4 or level 5. You're not seeing level 3. You're not seeing, oh, now you can take your hands off on the highway, which I really would do. I see why they don't, but yeah. So Randy Peterson seems good. I have a thought that they may, Matthew Herges, I have a thought that they may have been anticipating the extra sats that didn't make it to orbit, and they may have oversubscribed a few areas. Yeah, that's true. So some satellites got destroyed on the way up. There was a geomagnetic storm or whatever, and I think 40 out of 49 or something didn't make it. So yeah, it's possible. Oh, momentary pauses is better than just losing chunks of information. It's working fine. Okay, cool. Glad to hear. It's excellent until it isn't. All right, JKL. Glad to hear it. Zach B, I think the term recall is getting very outdated. Yeah, you know, it's government entities are just slow as molasses, and they really need to change the name. You know, another theory I had is that Tesla kind of did this whole thing on purpose because, so this started with beta 10.3. No, it did not. This started with, remember the investigation by NHTSA of the Tesla autopilot slamming into cop cars? There were 17 accidents over 5 years or whatever, and NHTSA said they were investigating it. So then Tesla, like a month later or 2 weeks later, like really fast, sent out an update that I still haven't seen in my car, but the car can detect police cars at night, can detect sirens at night, display a message on the screen, and say slowing down for emergency vehicle. And that was kind of in response to NHTSA and an added safety feature. Well, then NHTSA was like, okay, hold on. You can't just fix stuff. You got to go through the recall process. Like, come on. So that's where this really stemmed from. So then you had beta 10.3, where the emergency braking was happening, which was very scary and dangerous. And I didn't really appreciate Tesla's handling of that. So people handled it. And there was a recall for the beta cars that, software update. Well, ever since then, we've had all these recalls that are software updates. And I almost feel like Tesla is trying to this could just be totally wrong, saturate that because, the first recall software update, there are all these headlines. Tesla recalls 500,000 vehicles, and then Tesla recalls 30,000 beta vehicles for critical safety flaw, and then Tesla recalls, whatever. Well, they can't just keep printing the same headline over and over again, and eventually, that shock of and all the clicks you get from that wears off. And so if Tesla just does like 1 billion recalls in a row, I mean, they've had like 6 or 7, like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 in the last couple of weeks. It's like, oh, well, I don't care. I'm not going to click that headline. I've seen this, 5 times already. So that would be a sweet strategy. I think they should do that if they're not. What is this? Add item to your merch store. Stop. Go away. What is that message? Lol. There was just 1 2-second blip. Oh, okay. But otherwise, like past live streams. No like from me. How does navigation work without premium connectivity? Navigation works fine, I think. Sorry, I have premium connectivity, but you don't see traffic. And I don't think... Will it reroute? Somebody else answer that. But if you don't have premium connectivity, will the car reroute around slow traffic? I think it does, but it won't show you the traffic on the screen. So yes, for the recall thing, I didn't finish my thought. They need a different term for a software recall. Maybe just call it a software recall, or mandatory software update, something like that. Mandatory software recall. Something to separate it from, oh my gosh, I need to take my car into the dealership. So, engineering perspective. I'm impressed by Starlink, but if there is a good cable ISP, it is still cheaper, more reliable. However, I hope they end up using it for vehicle data connections. Oh, for sure. If I had wired internet, I wouldn't use Starlink. if somebody brings fiber to my house, bye-bye Starlink. I mean, I would switch to fiber for sure. It's better. I mean, it's better. Starlink isn't to replace that. I'm not going off on that rant. It's for me who had, 10 megabits per second down before. Imagining an ice cream truck and then looking and seeing that it's just a Tesla. I don't know. I think I'm more excited to see Teslas than ice cream trucks, I'll be honest. Michael Muni, stream looks okay. However, the comments that you are reading were in the chat like 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm behind. I'm behind the chat because I've been taking forever to answer these questions. That's typical Dirty Tesla live stream. Someone send Chris another big cup. Yeah, so this, who cares? It's just some water. Normally I have my big cup, but I just had this, so I just took this with me. Was it the Tai, was it the 3 or Y that you replaced the repeater camera? That was the Model Y. Oh, I need to make a video about that. That I replaced it, and then I had service replace it because I was getting glare at night. Steve Jacobs subscribed. What up, Steve Jacobs? Welcome. In 5 minutes, you can comment on this live stream if you're here. You might just be watching something else. Mr. Chicken Wink. That's a weird name. Do you think the Berlin Austin built Model Y is the best vehicle ever, period? Until Cybertruck comes out. It's probably, yeah, it's probably going to be very good. Okay. Eternal SC2. Apparently the recall for rolling stops spoiled the news that there are about 60 to 70 cars in Canada that are affected by recall. So yeah, we know that there are. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. Will Arley, how much do you think a Cybertruck will actually cost? I'm thinking 70 to 100K. Oh, I'm so scared of that because now they're only doing dual and quad motor to start, which of course they'll only start with quad motor. I ordered a tri and a dual because I wasn't sure financially what I'd be able to handle. And it's like, I'm so worried about the price. Like, especially with all this inflation, look what they did to Model 3 or Model X, Model S, even Model Y. The prices have gone up. So a Cybertruck is not going to be 50K. It's just not. And I'm nervous for it because I really am looking forward to the Cybertruck. But, the only reason we could afford the Model X, is it's a crazy car. And I feel, very grateful that we could even think about buying it. But it's because I can write it off as a tax write-off for YouTube. And we had insane, GameStop gains. It's not like if GameStop hadn't happened and I didn't have a YouTube channel, I could not even come close to affording a Model X. Not even if somebody looked at my finances and saw I bought a Model X, they'd probably slap me in the face and be like, "Are you stupid? Why are you spending money on this?" So I'm worried about Cybertruck. And just so you know, I probably can't write off the Cybertruck because when you write off vehicles, you have to have a personal vehicle. So even though I also bought the Model Y last year, I can't write that one off because that's our personal vehicle, and then the Model X is the the business YouTube vehicle. So I'm worried about Cybertruck price. I think it's going to be very expensive. I don't know what Tesla's going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. But it's a concern of mine. It really is. I don't think it's going to be, Elon's talking about making it mass market and easy to produce, and they can make a lot of them. What do you say? He wants to get up to 250,000 a year, which, first of all, rip if you didn't reserve the second it was revealed, because you're already waiting years for it to even start being made. Then once they ramp up to 250,000 a year, I mean, it's going to, I don't know. Cybertruck is just such a weird situation. But even something like Rivian's been, delivering for months now, but I don't think anyone outside of employees has taken delivery. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know 2 employees personally that still do not have their R1Ts. 2 employees, they live in Michigan. I know them not through, one of them I know kind of through YouTube, but now I know them in real life. But the other person, I knew him like when my YouTube channel was like less than 10,000 subscribers. Years ago, I knew this guy, and he started working for Rivian. He moved from someone else, and he got a really good deal. And I was like, dude, that's so exciting. Rivian's such a cool company. He still doesn't have his Rivian. He still doesn't have his R1T. I was thinking about reserving an R1S because maybe that would be available before the Model X or something, but I'm not putting down $1,000 for something that won't be available for 3 years. We learned that lesson with the Model 3. Just invested in Tesla, and then, you'll have more money. I'm going off, but like I'm legitimately worried about these vehicles and how the future is going to be. I'm lucky. I mean, I lucked out because if I didn't buy my Model 3, well, maybe I shouldn't say this, but if I didn't buy my Model 3 when I did and start a YouTube channel and blah, 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 I mean, it wouldn't be affordable. At the same time, I sold 550,000 Dogecoin for $1,000 to buy my Model 3. So, I would have had that going for me, which would have been nice. But I mean, I'd be way ahead of, everything I've made on YouTube. But all right. Link what? I don't know. It's been 20 minutes since I said that. It's literally been almost 20 minutes. Wonder when new update for beta. Yep. We'll see. Twitch. Will people lease people's garages in their homes to house charge clean robo-taxis? Hey, that's a cool idea. I like that. This community is the best in the world. It's fun. I love talking with all of you. It's so fun. No, YouTube scrolls my chat when I'm not ready. GPI, bro. I watch all your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Frozen. Yeah. Okay, we're almost there. Twitch. Will Tesla lease people's... Oh, okay. This community is the best. Brian Reeb. I saw about 4% extra range loss per hour without the aero caps. Oh, there you go. On a recent test. That's cool. Chris Laidlaw. How did you get your yoke? I got it from Handshow. They sent it to me to check out. And to be totally honest, I think it looks cool. Like before I got it, I thought it looked cool, but I didn't think I would like it for beta. I thought it would be annoying, but I actually love the yoke. Like, I really enjoy it. It is so comfortable to use. Sometimes turning is weird, and everyone, oh, what about in a parking lot? Okay, you're going 2 miles an hour. Who cares? But you get used to it so fast. Now, I really like the yoke. It's very comfortable. He left 20 minutes ago. All right, I'll speed up. Are you going to do that YouTube revenue video you talked about a year or so ago? Oh, you guys are still thinking about that? Joe W. I think about it because I know people are interested, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. People get weird. It's not that much money, so that my Frozen in Traffic almost 1 million views. That like enlightened me. I was like, I can't believe there's people on this. I mean, I can, but there's people on this platform that post whatever, and they just get 1 million views. They post a video every other day, and they get 1 million views. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. That's so much money. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whatever. It's always more to someone and less to someone. It doesn't really matter. I need a 450 mile Model Y. Yes, we need 500 miles. I'm ready for that. Hope they make the range. Yeah, you had some Frozens. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Sorry. We'll have 500 mile Model Y by 2025. I could see it being sooner than that. But, well, Model Y, I don't know. We should have 500 mile S and X sooner than that. Much sooner. Well, there's still 165 people watching, so the lag can't be that bad. I apologize if it's that bad. Of course, the night I choose to stream, Starlink wants to be stupid. His poor upload speed is struggling. I'm getting 4.5, 5.5 right now. That should be plenty for what we're doing. It's back. Yep, all good. Looks like you're laying on the floor. Looks like I'm laying on the floor. That's funny. Oh, no, I don't want to talk about that. I've been stuck on 10.8.1 for over a month. Yeah, 10.10.1. No, I don't have 10.10.1 yet. That's employee only for now. I should check my app because sometimes I'm streaming and I check and there's an update, but I don't think so. Zachary, realistically, at the rate of improvement you've seen, how long do you think it will take before full self-driving is ready or done? Well, it'll never be done, but, you know, like level 4, I could see it within like 2 years. I don't think it would be much less than a year. I really don't. But it's hard because they could send one software update and make the car like 10 times better. Like it literally could happen. So it's hard to say. I've heard from secondary sources, not primary sources, that version 11 is sick, especially on the highway. It's incredibly impressive. But, you know, Elon has said that too. And then it's like, I remember, what was it? Version 5? Full self-driving beta version 5 or something? Or 5.5 or I don't know, a long time ago. Elon tweeted, he's like, it's mind-blowing or, you know, whatever he said. And I was so excited. And then I learned my lesson there. Full self-driving is worth every cent. Teslas are built for the future. Yeah, if you look at it that way. I'm on 10.9 and sad it still does ghost braking. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to go away. Well, I mean, maybe soon, but I thought 10.9 was really good. Cora Leon, what's your reaction to the CNBS video trashing beta? I talked about that for a bit earlier, but I didn't really watch it. Like, yeah, featuring a LiDAR investor. And, like, this guy's been hating on beta for, you know, well over a year. I mean, he was commenting on my old videos or posting stuff from my videos on Twitter and look how garbage this is. It's so funny that he has beta now. Like, yep, it's going to kill people. You should use it. That makes a lot of sense. There's nothing to learn from videos like that. Like, we know beta is goofy and does goofy things. And if the person's responsible, it'll be fine. You know, if you're texting and driving in any, oh, Shabzilla, what up? If you're texting and driving or not paying attention in any car, it's going to be dangerous. That's just the way it is. I don't think any company is anywhere close to full self-driving. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, yeah, you know, we see a lot from Tesla because you have people like me and now a lot of people who can use it and just show every little bit. And I can kind of complain about, ooh, little weird little slowdowns and phantom braking. But it happens in other, you know, in other vehicles too. The self-driving ones. Don't get me wrong. Like Waymo's a lot better than what Tesla has now. But it still does goofy things. Like, we just don't see it as much. Thomas, just got my Starlink, my email yesterday. Woo, awesome. You'll love Starlink, you really will. Sergey, recalls are actually a very common thing in the automotive industry. Technically, if the change does not need the vehicle to be immediately brought in, it is called a tech note. Oh, Sergey, well, they should call it a tech note. I recently saw a post somewhere that said single stack V11 was passed off to the next level of engineering teams. Oh, that's cool. Perchance the release for peons will happen pretty soon. There's no idea. You know, I was thinking, so 10.10 is the first time we've gone from a 0.9 to a 0.10. So I was hoping 10.9 would be, you know, then turn into version 11, but we didn't get that. So all bets are off now. What Tesla do you drive? I currently drive a long-range 2021 Model Y. Don't you have a reservation for the Cybertruck? I have two. I have a reservation for dual motor and tri-motor, which who knows what that means now. Cybernatural. I was going to wait for Cybertruck, but I think I will order a Model Y soon for the wait. So I lucked out because I had my Model 3 and I was going to wait for Cybertruck and trade it because end of 2021. Thank God I didn't wait for that. I got a Model Y and now I'll wait for Cybertruck with the Y. Hi, said somebody. Parker. What happened to my triple motor Cybertruck? Dead. It's dead for now. Desi May, when do you think... Okay, I talked about FSD. Chagog. I'm locked in for a Model Y. I'm getting 4,000 discount and 2,000 discount on full self-driving. Ooh. Those are big discounts, man. I don't think I mean, you can put it on hold like once or something for 30 days. You can try it, but I would be certain that you won't lose that because while it'd be cool to have a 4680, like think about like the actual use of the vehicle. Do you want to pay $6,000 more because the batteries are different? I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't sound like a good deal to me. Sergey, Cybertruck will be very aggressively priced due to serious production savings. I hope so. I'm worried about it. As I said, I'm really worried about it. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. I'm worried about Cybertruck price. I think things will catch up. Things will catch up. But just the way things look at this moment doesn't look good. Franz said they want to reach 400,000 a year. Oh, 400,000 a year. Okay, well, that's still going to be waiting a while if you order today. Years and years and years. Starship Super Heavy. I like that name. As soon as I turned 18, I put a deposit down for a Cybertruck. By the time it comes around to me, I should be able to afford it. That's the way to do it. Put away, $100 a month or $50 a month or whatever you can. Let it grow. Jason Perez, have you seen Delete Design on Twitter, the way he has been doing his UI prototype for Tesla? Yeah, those look pretty cool. Yeah, those are sweet. He does some cool things. Maybe Tesla will hire him. I don't know. Seems like they do that. Sergey, no need to worry. Tesla is simply working off the supply chain availability. Would make no sense to make vehicles when supply chain cannot keep up. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, they're doing what they can, but I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Kyril, you rock, man. Thanks for the full self-driving beta testing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Chris, I ordered Laidlaw. I ordered a Cybertruck on day 1. Hope they don't double the price I ordered at for a quad. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Cybernatural, the live stream seems to work fine. How is Starlink working for you? I love Starlink. It is such an upgrade from what I had. There were some hiccups setting it up, which I go over in the video that'll be posted, here in the next week or so. But it's great. I reserved. Oh, I read that. So no plans to get rid of the Yoke? No, I don't plan on getting rid of the Yoke. Yeah, so I kind of thought I would use it for a bit and be like, I'm going to switch back. Or I didn't know. Handshow sent it and just said, tell us what you think. Which, of course, they want me to like it and stuff. But there's no strings attached. I don't even have to make a video. They send it, and I could send it back to them and be like, yeah, this is stupid. Or I could, make a video and say, this is garbage. Or I like it. I really like. I'm gonna do a long-term review because now I've been using it for months, and I still see the comments of oh, Yoke is so stupid and dangerous, and there's nothing good about it. It is legitimately more comfortable, significantly, in my opinion, when you're driving straight, especially on autopilot. There are a few different places to place your hands that I really enjoy. Yeah, I really like it. And you're going straight most of the time driving anyway. Yeah, you turn sometimes, but depending on the exact drive, especially for me, most of your driving, you're going in a straight line. Flinger Films, great vids. 2 questions. Do you have 100% sky view with your Starlink? Approximately how much battery degradation do you have now? I have a 2020 Model 3P, which is down to 270 miles. Wow. So the Starlink question, I will show you again. I showed it a little bit ago. Let me turn this off for a second. That was my network statistics. So here's my visibility. I showed this earlier if you've been here. So I have this little bit, these are some trees right here, this red. But I've had multiple days in a row, multiple weeks in a row, where my obstructions are only amounting to about 30 seconds a day or so. Or a minute a day or 30 seconds a day. Whereas right now, if you look at the window, you can see that my obstructions I have 2 minutes of obstructions. So just obstructions, which again, I've had as low as 30 seconds a day, and this is per 12 hours. No signal received for 1 minute, which according to this is your Starlink had trouble talking to the satellite, and network issues for 3 minutes, which is a problem between the satellite and the internet occurred. And if I click outages, you can see this. Look at this list. This is crazy. I've had it where this list is 3 or 4 items on it, and that's it. So just today is a bad day for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. And then your second question was battery degradation. I don't think I have any degradation. I think, so I'm at 12,599 miles. And if I crank the thing up in the app to 100%, which, isn't that accurate, it says 325 miles, which is the rated range, 325. So, and checking Teslafy, I actually think I've gained 1% or something. Since I started tracking on Teslafy. So, yeah. Ben, it gets even crazier when you factor in the sponsorships that they also get. Oh my gosh, the sponsorships. I cannot imagine how much money MKBHD or Linus Tech Tips. Oh my gosh, these guys make so much money. Now, they're full companies, so it's not the same as, me, some guy in my basement, but the numbers got to be crazy. Brad, I would kill for Starlink watching this on Cell Connection. Ooh, sorry, Brad. Yeah, just keep waiting. Seems like they're shipping out more dishes lately. Yeah. How is the road noise in the X compared to the Y? It's worse, Tracy Miller. It is worse. The pre-refresh X, the wind noise is the bad thing. It seems like there's some pocket up in the driver's area, and I got a lot of tips from you guys about a Rich Rebuilds video where, the guy, I forget his name, but he like used to work for Tesla and helps fix the cars and stuff. That guy's so cool. He knows so much. Talked about that and showed a way to fix it with these little inflatable bags. So I bought one of those bags, but I haven't put it in yet. So I don't know if it'll help. We're going on a road trip. We're going down to Tennessee. It will, of course, be a video next month in March with the kids. A little nervous about that. It's going to be tough, I think, but we'll do it. So I want to get that in before we go on the road trip. Oh, Zhao Hu, sorry. Fed the baby $5. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, you have a question. Sorry about the pronunciation. X, I'll call you X. That sounds cool. Do you think full self-driving needs more cameras or sensors? Also, thanks for answering my DMs about FSD questions. Yeah, no problem. I people DM me all the time. I do my best to respond. I get a lot of Twitter DMs now, so I miss them sometimes, so keep trying. But emails and all that, I do my best. I do. Does it need it? I think Tesla could achieve the description on the website with the current hardware. I really do. I am a believer in headlight cameras. I know some people don't like that and don't want to hear that, but I think headlight cameras, I don't think they're needed, but I think they would significantly improve the experience of beta. Because even just for myself, then I would be like, well, obviously the car can see because it has cameras up there. Or even in the A-pillars, at the top of the A-pillars, that'd be another sick place for some side cameras. But then ask yourself the question, if Tesla put headlight cameras in my car right now, would it then be level 4? No, I don't think so. Of course not. So that's not the answer fully, but I think that would improve. I think that would improve beta a lot. I really do. So yeah, road noise in the X is not that good. Road noise in the Y is amazing though. So that might be part of it. Is road noise in the Y is so good and so quiet, especially compared to my old 2018 Model 3. Model 3 was loud on the highway. The Y is a pleasure. It's really nice. Robert B. I'm still and Sandy Monroe has talked about how the way the Y is built with that casting that helps so much with. He's talking about like the resonance, like he said the Model Y has the resonance of like a stone. Like you hit a stone, it's not going to vibrate or anything. You're not going to get any sound out of it. Robert, I'm still on 10.8. Tesla says I'm on the most current. Yes, for you it's the most current. Most people that's the most current. You'll get updated eventually. I'm Scotty Boy. My Model Y has very little phantom braking, but only after I unsubbed from the beta. It seems to be a vision issue, however, because vision-only cars I've driven have had serious issues. Yeah, unfortunately, the vision cars came with more light phantom braking, whereas the radar cars would rarely. In my Model 3 with radar, I never had phantom braking. I mean, I would get little slowdowns here and there, but like the description where people say it slams on the brakes or something, I never had that happen. I shouldn't say never because maybe I'm not remembering, but I really don't remember that happening. The Y, when I first picked it up, actually, I thought the vision, I was a little nervous for it. I thought giving up the radar would be bad, but it really impressed me. It really, really impressed me. I really enjoyed it. But lately, yeah, it has a little break in here and there. Now, luckily for me, in my experience, you're only dropping, at worst 5 miles per hour. But normally I'm experiencing drops of like 2 to 3 miles per hour, which is still enough to be annoying. But it's not dangerous, and you can easily kind of take over with the accelerator. All right, we're getting close to the end here. I'm gonna go a little fast here. Try and catch up. Michigander, what up? I've been driving for your whole stream, and there's very little lag. Oh, nice, cool. Glad to hear that. Kyle Kruger. Well, and Waymo has to use pre-mapped roads. Tesla can use anything. That's how it should be. That's a great point. Waymo, where it works, is more impressive than beta. But they have like a literal map of every pebble and crack in the road that they can go off of. Eric, how do you like Starlink? Are the speeds consistently good? I love Starlink. It's so much better than what we had. I have a 3-month review video coming out soon, so make sure you're subscribed And please watch it, because when I make videos that are not about Tesla, they do not do as well. YouTube doesn't push them as much. And maybe, to be fair, maybe my audience isn't clicking on them as much. My last Starlink video did very good. Anyway, to answer your question, the speeds are not consistently good. I will sometimes see 250 megabits per second. That's pretty rare. I normally will see 80 to 120 in that range. Sometimes I'll see as low as 30 to 50. But normally it's somewhere around the 80 to 120 range, which is, before I had like 10 to 20. So it's very good. Larry the Lobster, do you see Tesla vision expanding beyond cars this decade? Yes. I think we will be blown. A decade is a long time, especially these days. Yeah, I do. I'm excited for Tesla Bot. I think it's kind of like a pipe dream, and I'm just naturally skeptical of everything. So, I kind of roll my eyes at it, but at the same time, like if I use my imagination and I'm naturally an optimistic person, I'm excited about Tesla Bot. How do you like the steering wheel on the Y? I love the Yoke. Yeah, I love the Yoke. I have a video about it. Blake Bowers, want to trade up from 2020 Model 3 long range to a 2022 Model Y, but premium to do so is $30K. Can't justify for more room, a heat pump, and quite a ride. With FSD transferred with the account and not the vehicle. Yeah, FSD kind of kills it. I know, it's really tough. It's really tough. I wouldn't trade up. Your car's really nice. I wouldn't spend $30K for that. That's crazy. Ewan, can we see the lag? Tell us what the exact time and second is on your computer. Right now, this exact time and second is 10:03 p.m. That's not related to Starlink. It's just the delay in the stream. I don't know. Maybe it's related to Starlink, but I always had that before too. Does the Yoke void your warranty? If you change something like that, it voids things related to what you change. So, if my battery degrades, then no. Of course it's still covered. Or a motor fails, of course it's still covered. But if I'm like, hey, my steering sucks, they're gonna be like, oh, you have a Yoke, we don't have to worry about that. But I could just put the stock wheel back on before I complain. Chagog, I read the Yoke in City with FSD is a disaster because when you have to take over it gets dicey. I haven't had a problem. I thought that would be the case, I really did, but it hasn't been a problem. I just follow it like with my hand. So like with the wheel, I can just sit there, obviously it's always in the same spot. With the Yoke, I just like watching my videos, you'll see when it's taking turns and stuff, I just have to move my hand with it. Which again is not as convenient as a round wheel, but it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. Love my 2018X, but it is not quiet. Oh man, I was disappointed by that. I have 2020X. I was disappointed. Guy working for Rich Rebuild's former Tesla employee is Chad. Yes, Chad. Chad is cool, man. Any video he's in, I love hearing that guy talk. Man, he's so cool. Maybe he'd come to a talk for the Owners Club. My Model X 2020 does have heated wipers. Yes, Kevin. Why is Tesla abandoning radar, Noah? Tesla has always said they're going to vision, and I think that supply chain stuff pushed them to it. That's my guess. So it looks like Starlink is doing good. Oh, glad to hear it. Tech Glide, thank you. Yes, I love Starlink. Epic Rude. I will be interested to see how the X and Y differ with FSD. Just anecdotal evidence suggests the X camera placement helps with cross-traffic performance in general. I don't have FSD on the X. I was thinking of renting it and subscribing and doing the safety score and stuff. But like some people wait months with a good safety score, so I don't really want to do it. And my wife is not going to play the safety score game. And I don't think her safety score would be very good. Maybe I'm wrong, but she just wouldn't care to do it. So. Epic Cookies, you're the best and nicest guy covering Tesla. Well, thank you. I don't know if that's true, but thanks. Jason Perez, I have a radar Model 3, but I have FSD 10.8, and the only thing I wish is we can get autopilot speed up to 90. Well, you have a radar Model 3, but your radar is disabled, Jason. Georgius Phillips, taking delivery of our Model 3 rear-wheel drive in 9 days. Congratulations. Wife is excited about the auto park. Have you seen recent improvements? Auto park is sick now. It works very well if the visual conditions are decent. If they're good, it works very well, much better than the old auto park. It's still slow, like the parking is a little slow, but it's reliable. Like it'll catch the spot. Viewers is going up. So law, keep up the great work, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Flinger Films, car wash, see you in Florida. What? No. I'm not getting my car wash. Get out of here. Yeah, viewers is going up. What are you guys doing? I'm almost caught up though. Why doesn't Tesla Full Self-Driving map out a real-world map with their vision? It's not like roads change every day. Roads do change every day. Not that much, but they do. And I agree. They should... What is this? Whew, big drops there. Sorry. I see them on the little map. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just too much. I think it's just too much for them to do. It's just strange that Flinger Films, it's strange that I haven't gotten an upgrade to 10.9 or 10.10. It's not strange. Tesla rolls out their software. They do rollouts in batches. And so I talked about this earlier, but they first do employees. So like 10.9 got employees. Their employees got 10.9. The original testers. So like I was pre-safety score and a lot of people were pre-safety score. And then it rolls out to more people, more of the safety score people. And for whatever reason, they pause sometimes. They just don't continue the rollout. For 10.9, I saw no reason. 10.10, some people were having some issues. Douglas, my ex doesn't have heated wipers, but does have very effective wiper fluid distribution that runs up the wiper blades, and it's distributed evenly. That's so funny to read that sentence. It's good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, we have heated wipers because I think the time point we got our car, the 2020s, so the S and X used to have all these options. Like you could have the winter package and the tech package, and Tesla eventually was just like, screw this. Like you're all getting everything and you're paying for it whether you want to or not. And I think ours has just all that included. Nice haircut. Thank you. Zach, hey, I saw on your other video that you go to dispensaries. Do you smoke? No, I do not. It was just a place I picked as a favorite for beta to travel, but no. Oh, Ben, bruh, LMA, I don't care. You can ask. I think, like from a biology perspective, I'm a biologist, if you didn't know that. Marijuana as like a legal substance for people makes a lot more sense to me than alcohol. I don't really like either of those. Like I personally don't really use either. I don't like alcohol and I don't use marijuana or anything like that. But I don't understand like how alcohol is so widely accepted and marijuana is not. Like I guess the history or whatever, but it's like logically it's really stupid for alcohol to be so socially acceptable and marijuana to not be, because alcohol is just so bad in so many ways. And like biologically, yes, of course, smoking something is not great for you either, but yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. Kyle Kruger, if TeslaBot actually happens and Neuralink actually happens, they'll become the biggest companies in the world. Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Yeah, that'll be our new body. We'll just be robots. We'll all be Tesla bots. UNB, thanks for getting my name right. Did I get it right? Cool. Watch, I didn't get it right that time. I hope I did. I do my best, but I'm not that good. Tech Glide, what the Model X status? It says July. Today it updated to July. Ben, Car Wash Gang. Travis, when do you think FSD 11 will be released? No idea. I think within like a month, I would guess, but I really don't know. Ewan, did I say it right? Correct me. How does FSD detect object it can't see on the camera? With the radars disabled, it seems it would be harder for the car to see beyond the cameras. It cannot detect beyond the cameras. That's just like me and you. That's how it detects with our eyes with cameras. So yeah, if the cameras can't see it. I saw a really messed up video on Reddit the other day where this person fell. They got like hit by a car. Like they got kind of like a car kind of bumped up against them. And wow, 4 a.m. in France. Welcome. Thank you for watching. And they fell in the road and it looked like they got knocked out or something. And then another car, like a huge SUV that I'm sure couldn't see them, then like basically ran them over. So that's scary stuff, you know, and that's why I think more cameras on these self-driving cars, like, why wouldn't you, you know, I mean, processing power and those arguments, but yeah, it's very important. Do you worry Tesla's FSD progress will be stopped by government regulators? If I do believe if there's a big accident, like a death or something, I think it will get pulled. Yeah, I really do. Of course, I hope that doesn't happen, but there's deadly car accidents every day. And whether it's Beta's fault or not, it doesn't matter. I think that, yeah, I think that would be the end of the public testing program. I really do. Where do you think Lucid will be with their autonomous driving this year? I have no idea. I don't really. Lucid, from my understanding, isn't even really shipping their, autopilot, whatever they call it, yet. So, Ren, what up, Ren? Welcome. When Tesla FSD going to detect potholes? I've heard people say their beta is detecting potholes. I have not experienced that. I don't know. I hope soon. Okay. Lost you for a minute. Okay, good. Hello, Elon Month. I am angry regarding CNBS against FSD. I know, it's so stupid. All right, couple more, and then we're wrapping it up. Yash, since you have been keeping up with the Model X situation, figured I'd ask, what's the deal with Plaid X's? Are they being produced and delivered, or are they delayed like the long range? It seems Plaid are being delivered more than long range as of like the past month or so, but who knows? Nobody knows. I don't even think Tesla knows what's going on. All right, I think that's it. 8:30 a.m. in India. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This was a lot of fun. If you have more questions, leave them down below. Comment on the video after it's done. I usually hang out in the chat for a minute. Email me, comment on another video. Go watch something, please, of my videos. I really appreciate it. Even if you put it on in the background, it really helps the channel when I get those, high watch times. So if you care, if you don't, go do whatever you do. As a biologist, you support SpongeBob SquarePants. I love SpongeBob SquarePants. All right, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys around.